Since the beginning, concept cars have always amazed people and made car manufacturers proud to show how well they can build cars. Luckily, some of these concept cars have been really amazing with the best looks, designs, and features. So, let's take a look at 9 of them that will absolutely blow your mind. Number 1. Mercedes AVTR Dubai. This car right here is quite frankly the coolest concept car ever made. And no, this is not like a fictional movie where some crazy car body is whacked onto a regular car frame. This is real. The Mercedes-Benz Vision Avatar's design was inspired by James Cameron's 2009 blockbuster movie Avatar. Its wheels can turn about 30 degrees and they all can move independently from each other. This car can crawl into the tiniest of parking spaces, the tires glow with tiny little lights, and change color depending on what's happening. If you're charging the car, they flow inwards like pure energy. If you're making a turn, they flash like indicators. Wow! It also has 33 bionic flaps on its rear that move with it. If you turn left, they also angle left. Turn right, and they do the same. They go red when you brake, and as you speed off, they change to blue. This car almost feels alive. Nothing about it is regular. Number 2. Custom Bugatti RV. Who doesn't love a Bugatti? They have a beautiful product DNA. It's almost like any car they make, you fall in love with at first sight. Bugatti's current focus is on making ultra-fast hypercars, but what if, just what if the brand decides to branch off into other categories and comes up with a spectacular lineup of luxury RVs for the ultra-rich? This is what they would look like. Damn, so this is what the future of luxury travel would look like if it were in the hands of the fine folks of Bugatti. But note that, all these are AI generated, concept fan art, and not endorsed by Bugatti in any way. But a man can dream, can't he? Besides making fast cars, Bugatti has always been at the top when it comes to loading up its models with a bunch of high-end luxury items. So, if they ever end up making RVs, you can be sure that their interior would be nicer than $1 million Hollywood mansion. Number 3. Audi Skysphere. This, my friends, is a shape-shifting car. Audi Skysphere is like 2 cars in one that'll be able to drive itself. This case is the embodiment of super cool, not just because it's visually appealing, but also because it's the future. The Skysphere is a 2-seater convertible, waist-high, and rocks a spacious, lustrous interior with cutting-edge technology that signifies what the future holds for the German automaker. Its groundbreaking design was inspired by Audi's historic Horch 853 project. Its design also has this Jaguar feel to it, which is pretty cool too. The development process of the Audi Skysphere concept combined digital design with traditional craftsmanship. It embodies 2 ideas, a comfortable grand tourer and a more agile sports car. The car makes it comfortable to switch between these 2 separate modes at the push of a button. Skysphere is the first of 3 concept cars that spearhead the brand's future product. The second and third products, the Grandsphere and City Sphere, are expected to be more attainable crossover and city car-inspired ideas, respectively. Number 4. Batmobile Dubai. This is a road-legal Batmobile from the movie Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. This replica is dope and spits fire out of its exhaust. It also comes with a supercharged Ford Raptor engine. What's insane about the Batmobile is that it took 8 months to build. The Batmobile replica consists of carbon fiber and fiberglass parts, and each rear tire weighs 500 kilograms each. Producing 700 horsepower, this car is the beast. You can now be the real-life Batman with the Batmobile's high-tech features and modifications. Just hope Batman doesn't get jealous of you. Number 5. Alfa Romeo Montreal Vision GT. I'm not gonna lie, this car is a work of art. Created by Italian designer Luca Serafini, this 2-door sports car is one mean supercar. For a long time, the Italians have been the main creators of cool car designs, starting almost when cars were first invented, and Serafini's work keeps up with this great tradition. The front of the car has shiny chrome decorations in the place where the headlights usually are. This is done to make the modern car look fierce. The car also has the usual Alfa Romeo triangular grille and a big air opening on the hood, similar to the old Montreal car. Sadly, even though Serafini's pretty design is really nice, it's not very likely to become a real car. However, Alfa Romeo just needs to check the positive reactions it's getting to see that many people would love to have a cool and attractive sports car like that. Number 6. Audi Grandsphere. Similar to the Skysphere mentioned earlier in this video, one of Audi's 3 futuristic concepts in the Grandsphere. It has 2 electric engines that work together to generate up to 711 horsepower. This bad boy can go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4 seconds, according to Audi. The outside of the car looks really cool, but the inside is even cooler. There's a big, flat dashboard in front of the driver and passenger with no regular buttons or touchscreen like most cars. Instead, pictures and information are shown right on the dashboard. It has a special camera that watches where the driver is looking and changes the pictures on the dashboard based on that. The car's doors also have buttons to control the temperature, and you can even change the temperature by moving your hand around. The Grandsphere concept car can drive by itself, which is its most impressive feature. When driving on its own, you won't see a steering wheel. For instances, when the car can drive on its own, like when it goes from a highway into city traffic, a steering wheel comes out from the flat dashboard so the driver can take control. Number 7. MG Maze. The MG Maze is a futuristic EV concept inspired by video games. SAIC Design has created this car that aims to turn the home gaming experience into a real-world one. So, while at home you might have a sofa, a controller, and a screen, in the MG Maze, you'll discover 2 special zero-gravity seats, a controller instead of a steering wheel, and a fancy system for a screen. They don't mention snacks though. The outside of the MG Maze is designed to look like gaming equipment. You know, those super cool computers that proudly show their insides and how powerful they are. The front of the car has a fancy display with a 3D map, a character status, and mission details. Players can improve their character by finding hidden surprises and using images and digital stuff that appear on top of what they see inside the car. The MG Maze has a strong outer shell made of a special kind of plastic. You can see things like the graphics card, the main processor, the cooling system, the motors, and the batteries. All of them are visible from the outside like a show-off. Number 8. Edison Future EF1T. The Edison Future EF1T is a tough but modern electric pickup truck that is also solar-powered. It is designed with utility in mind and has many cool features. The truck has a special roof that can open and close like an armadillo shell. This roof has solar panels built in. These panels can make the truck go a bit farther, about 15 kilometers to 20 kilometers more each sunny day. This pickup truck is really big. It has a roomy cabin that seats 6, and it has a standard 6.5 feet bed with an 8 feet option. The fact that you get the size and capacity in a fully electric and solar vehicle is the best part. The truck's exterior seems very neat and clean with minimal exterior elements used, while the interior is very futuristic and fresh. The basic version of the car can travel more than 480 kilometers on one charge. If you choose the dual motor version, it can go more than 611 kilometers, and the biggest version with 3 motors can travel more than 720 kilometers on a single charge. If you use a DC fast charger, it can charge the battery from 0 to 80 in only 25 minutes. Number 9. RYZER. The RYZER is a futuristic concept developed for SAIC's all-electric R brand. The RYZER is similar to the MG Maze in the sense that it infuses automotive tech with gaming. The RYZER is trying to combine a car with a motorcycle. The people who came up with this concept call it a car you actually wear. This might make you think of dressing up like a character from Bumblebee, but here, clothing is actually part of the design. To start the RYZER, you switch from using a regular car key to putting one on a special jacket that connects to the vehicle. This idea is meant to be a different choice for people who don't want to use crowded buses or trains, especially after the pandemic. And since it's an electric vehicle, it could also fit in well with the idea of having clean, pollution-free cities in the future. If you enjoyed this video, then we have more videos just like this. Tap that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss them. We'll see you in the next one.